This is what you'll receive in the June subscription box from Spiritual Goodies. You can use the discount code Siren10 to get $10 off your first box. The website spiritual-goodies.com. The box includes an explanation of all the items, some tips on intuition, an explanation of the runes from the Elder Futhark, this Green Aventurine rune set. The runes come in a black velvet pouch, not shown on camera. I am listening to my intuitive self. I trust my feelings and insights. You'll receive this gorgeous pair of sacred geometry earrings. This lapis lazuli tower. A 21 drops focus roll-on with jojoba oil, rosemary, peppermint, frankincense, there we go. Smells amazing. Minty fresh. And then I've never used one of these before. This brass charcoal burner. I read the instructions. So charcoal disc, fun with matches. Oh gosh. Ignite. Happy summer solstice, June 21st, longest day of the year. This divination blend, this incense blend, botanicals to increase psychic abilities, increase intuition, and clear the mind. And it tells you the ingredients, okay? I love how that's sparking. That's cool. We can do this. Very nice. I always err on the side of excess when I'm burning things. But there you go. Get your goodies box. Spiritual Goodies. Hello from San Antonio, this is Siren Tarot. Welcome back to another Pick a Card reading. The focus of this reading will be money, career, prosperity. You can watch this pick a card reading at any time and it may resonate with you. But I am filming, uploading, publishing on summer solstice, June 21st, 2021. The moon is waxing. We have the full moon in Capricorn, the strawberry moon, on Thursday, the 24th. I'll be shuffling on camera. There will be 4 choices. The first choice is this green elephant. Choice number 2, El Gato. This black cat. 3, this green angel. And 4, this amethyst skull. Go ahead and make your selection. If you chose the green elephant, here's your reading. My favorite deck, the Zoltun Mayan Tarot deck. El Loco, the Fool. El Colgado, the Hanged Man. El Mago, the Magician. No, that is the Hierophant. That's a 5. The Hierophant is 5 in the major arcana. I need to use this deck more often. It is my favorite deck. Three major arcana right out the gate. The Chariot, Three of Swords, King of Cups, Dos Mas, Bueno. Cuatro de copas, 4 of cups. Oh my God. Diez de espadas, 10 of swords. Siete de espadas, 7 of swords. Nine of Wands. 5 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Okay. If you chose pile 1, you could be really struggling financially right now. There's no pretty way to say it. I see struggle. I see instability. If you are not currently going through a divorce, then I see a real struggle with getting along with coworkers. It could be that you recently lost your job and you're in between jobs right now. But there is so much emotional intensity to this spread. If you recently lost a job, it could be that you were there, you had that job for a long time, and you were experiencing burnout. So, although you may be struggling financially right now, there is a sense of relief because you were not happy at this job. There was trouble with the coworkers. You could have had a really toxic, overbearing boss. And so although you may be struggling right now, there is this sense of relief, liberation almost. So I don't see much money in your immediate future. We have all this blockage of the major arcana. That top row is all major arcana, the Fool, Aquarius, then we have the Chariot, Cancer, 4 of Cups, 9 of Wands. This could be a really good time to figure out a new direction for your life. Whatever you're doing now or whatever you were doing, your previous job, it's not serving you. It could be you need to choose a new career path. Really contemplate what is going to bring you the most happiness and stability. A clear ending, a lot of drama, a lot of conflict. It could be the career you really want to embark on is risky. Something like acting, writing, art. Maybe you have to go back to college and get a degree, or you have to go to vocational school and get a certificate, a license to do this new thing, this new career. It could be the path that you've been on. It's something that is very safe, but not rewarding. Something that your parents, your society, your culture told you was the right thing to do. Maybe you were bullied or manipulated into taking a job that you didn't really feel aligned with, but there was an emphasis on financial stability or safety. One example of many, say your parents encouraged you or basically made you go to business school because that's safe, that's smart, but you weren't really feeling it. You were just going along with the program, so to speak. And deep inside, what you really want is to be an artist or a musician. Maybe money is not that important to you. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to move to a new city, a new state, a new country. Bottom line, what I see for pile 1 is you're going to have to take a risk to find the most fulfillment. Whatever path you've been on, it's simply not bringing you any joy or peace. I don't know why I'm seeing this. It's not really relevant, but I'm seeing the last scene of a favorite movie of mine, Saturday Night Fever, where Tony, played by John Travolta, he gets on the subway. He goes from Brooklyn to Manhattan to visit his friend Stephanie, and he's making the decision to leave Brooklyn. And he just got a raise. He was working in this paint store. And he enjoyed his job. He enjoyed his friends. He enjoyed his status of being the best dancer at the disco. But he decided he needed to have a change. He needed to make a change in his life. He was starting to feel oppressed by his friends and family, the culture that he grew up in Brooklyn. So people say, it's a cliche, wherever you go, there you are. And it's true, geography does not solve everything, but it may be that a move is in order for you to get out of this cycle. So I see you struggling. I see you weighing the pros and cons. Should I take this risk? Should I do what I really want to do for once? Or listen to all the negative talk around me? Oh, you can't do that. That will never work out. It's just a foolish dream. You could have a lot of squares in your natal chart. Mars square the moon, one example of many. Say you have your Mars at 15 Aries and your moon at 13 Capricorn, something like that. Tight square. You probably have a pretty complicated natal chart. It's all over the place. You could have Sun in Cancer, Gemini rising, Moon in Aries. It's just one possibility. But I see a lot of struggle and frustration if you chose pile 1. So if this resonates at all, I would really encourage you to indulge in self-care and be consistent with it. Check in with your higher self. Ask yourself, what do I really want? Get a manifestation journal. Meditate. Minimum 20 minutes a day, every day, consistently. And write down in your manifestation journal your ideal life, your ideal career, and write it like it's happening right now. Position it in the present. We have maybe 80 years down here on this planet, 80, 90, 100 years at the most. It's time for you to honor yourself, honor your higher self. Do what's going to bring you the most joy, the most fulfillment. So that's what I have for pile 1. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Muchas gracias. And if you chose El Gato, number 2, here is your reading. The Zoltun Mayan Tarot deck. Page of Wands. No, that's Page of Swords. I'm going to have to use this deck on a more regular basis. It's one of my more complicated decks, but it is my favorite. Yeah, that's Page of Swords, 10 of Staffs, 10 of Wands, 6 of Jades. The Jades are pentacles in this deck. Nine of Cups, the Star, Queen of Swords, La Templanza, Temperance, Diez de Oros, 10 of Pentacles, Seis de Oros, 6 of Pentacles, Flippity-doo-dah, Ace of Wands, As de Bastos, Throat Chakra, oh, Nueve de Espadas, 9 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Reina de Oros, You're in a really good place financially right now. The missing ingredient in your life may be a deeply gratifying romantic sexual relationship. You may wish that you were in partnership with an equal. But we're focusing on money and career. So I see you making a lot of money doing what you love. You could have a platform, you could have a YouTube channel, you could have your own small business. But I see you doing whatever it is that you love, living your dream. You're probably a creative powerhouse. I'm seeing writer. You could write fiction, you could write poetry, but anything creative. You could be an artist, a musician. Yeah, I see presence, I see visibility. You could use social media to promote your small business. I see you working your ass off, but you're fulfilled. You just wish you had a partner or an equal, someone you could share your success with. But I'm seeing financial independence, balance. You have a really sharp mind, probably higher than average IQ. Oh, Six of Pentacles twice in the same row. Yeah, you're flush. You're doing really well financially. You probably have money in savings and in a checking account. You could have some investments that are paying off. You could have some stocks and bonds. You could have some real estate, or you're coming into real estate, property. There could be an unexpected windfall. All this money just pours into your life from an unexpected source. But I see you doing quite a lot on your own. You could be having a Jupiter return. So, for example, my Jupiter is at 26 Capricorn. So I recently experienced my Jupiter return. Jupiter is now in Aquarius, which is my 6th house, the house of Virgo. Maybe you just have a really well aspected Jupiter in your natal chart. You could have Jupiter trine Mars, Jupiter conjunct Mars, Jupiter conjunct Venus, something like that. You probably have quite a lot of Earth in your natal chart. A possible astro combo for pile 2, you could have Sun and Capricorn, Virgo rising, Moon and Taurus. Your astro combo could be all Earth. Or you could have a lot of stuff in the 2nd house, the house of Taurus, the 6th house, the house of Virgo, the 10th house, the house of Capricorn. But I feel like you work your ass off. And right now you are enjoying the benefits of your hard work. Maybe you've been working on something for months, years, and your dreams are finally coming to fruition. You could be working on a manuscript for a novel or even a nonfiction book. So yeah, that is what I have for pile 2. If that resonates, please let me know. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Check out my numerous playlists. Muchas gracias. And if you chose the Green Angel, number 3, here is your reading. My favorite deck, I need to use it more often, the Zoltun Mayan Tarot deck. Uno más. Okay. Bueno. 10 of Swords. 7 of Swords. 9 of Jades. Jades are pentacles. Thing I love about Mexico, one of the things I love about Mexico, the Mexican culture, they make death look so pretty. Death is an art form. Five of Pentacles. 8 of Swords. Queen of Wands. As de Copas, Ace of Cups. Dos de Bastos, 2 of Wands. Reina de Espadas, Queen of Swords. I see a catalyst. Someone inspires you. It's like I say a lot, or I have said it in numerous videos, and I've shared it with my clients. Like a lot of tarot readers, it's very common. There was a catalyst for me starting my channel, November 18th, 2018. El Diablo, the devil. 5 of Pentacles again. 10 of Cups. So a man that I had a very strange, intense connection with. He was the catalyst. He was the inspiration for me starting my channel. And I see something similar here. There's someone who inspires you. Someone could be a muse. You feel total love for this person. And I only bring that up, well, because I see it. This is about money. I don't do many pick-a-card readings on money or career, finances, prosperity. I tend to stick to love, sex, romance. But when I see Ace of Cups, I just see spiritual connection. Someone you've probably known in many lifetimes. And even if you've not spoken to this person in quite some time, you may feel like you owe your success to this person. You started a tarot channel or some kind of spiritual business. I don't know, you could be a Reiki practitioner. I feel like the 5 of Pentacles twice, it's not about lack of money. I mean, I rarely read it as a lack of money. I read it more as a kind of spiritual poverty, spiritual bankruptcy. I feel like you're sad in that one area of your life, and it's pretty substantial. So because you don't have this relationship that you want, you're pouring everything into your practice, your job, your vocation, your career. All this mental conflict, it could be combined with the Ace of Cups, that you're a healer. You're helping other people who are struggling. You could be a therapist, counselor, psychologist. You could be into Reiki. You could have your own spiritual practice, your own spiritual small business. You could have a shop at Etsy, something like that. But I feel like you've taken your pain, your dark night of the soul, so to speak, and you're using that to help other people, perhaps. I feel like the focus for this pile, for pile 3, is the heart chakra, which is green. It's like I was telling a client in a private reading last night. I usually, like I said, I do the love readings for the channel and for clients, but it was a career reading, and I saw her in a heart chakra focused career where she's helping other people. Ace of Cups, unconditional love, I associate that with Cancer, because Ace is the beginning and Cancer is the first water sign in the water trinity. You probably have a very well aspected moon. You could have moon conjunct Venus. I feel like you do have a water moon. You could have your moon in Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, perhaps. If you chose pile 3, I don't feel like you have the energy of the Queen of Swords. I don't feel like you're sharp and clear with your boundaries. I feel like you're overly generous. You give a lot to other people. You may need to replenish your own cup. You may need to indulge in some self-care. You give a lot to other people. You probably have strong fire in your natal chart. So a possible astro combo for those who chose pile 3, you could have Sun in Aries, Moon in Cancer, Capricorn rising. You're very good at making money, but it comes from a place of deep, profound love. So you're not really that focused on the material realm, on the 3D. You're very adept at the 5D stuff, visualization, channeling, downloads. I feel like you have a lot of ancestors and guides who are on your side. They're helping you make all this money. You're in this really abundant place because you do have so much love and you're in a really high vibration. That's what I'm really getting. I don't feel like you're struggling that much. I feel like you've been through a lot, but you're in a good place right now. You're in a high vibration and you're helping those who are struggling, those who are stuck in the 5 of Pentacles, feeling disconnected from source, perhaps. I see you healing, guiding, teaching. So that's what I have for pile 3. If that resonates, please let me know. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Check out my numerous playlists. Muchas gracias. And if you chose the amethyst skull, number 4, here's your reading. Using my all-time favorite deck, the Zoltun Mayan Tarot. Beautiful start, 10 of Jades, 10 of Pentacles. King of Swords, Gemini. Oh, wow. 10 of Cups. I see you being in a very auspicious partnership. I see you benefiting through a partnership. Could be marriage. We have the King of Swords sandwiched between two marriage cards. Could be a collaboration. Could be collaboration with a spouse, with a husband or wife. You could be a dynamic duo, like John and Yoko, my go-to example. Jay-Z, Beyonce. Knight of Swords. King of Swords again. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm seeing a partnership. Two like-minded individuals. You probably have excellent Mercury. You could have Mercury conjunct or trine. Of course, the conjunction's the ideal, tidal or 5 degrees or less, one example of many. You could have your Mercury at 11 Gemini, and your partner could have his or her Mercury at 13 Gemini, tight conjunction, something similar. But I'm seeing really good communication. I'm seeing teamwork. And if you're not currently in a partnership, this could be something that you are manifesting. So two people who are not just married, you're not just in a typical status quo marriage with certain roles, but you work together. You're a team. 5 of Swords. 2 of Swords. 8 of Cups. It could be that you and your person, I'm seeing someone romantic, and it's also a business partner. You and your partner had to leave less than advantageous relationships to be together to create and manifest this. I was watching this made-for-TV movie at YouTube last night. It just showed up in my feed. It was a movie based on the life of Elizabeth Taylor. Sherilyn Fenn played Elizabeth Taylor. It was funny because I don't know the actor's name, but the actor who played Laura Palmer's dad in Twin Peaks, he played Mike Todd. One of Liz's husbands, he died in a plane crash. They were only married for maybe a year before he died in the plane crash. Anyway, I enjoyed it. It was a decent movie. Why did I bring that up? Well, from what I could see, and of course I've seen all kinds of adaptations, you know, movies about Liz Taylor, because I've always found her fascinating, and I've seen a lot of her movies, and I've read a lot of articles, books on her, whatever. It mentions her relationship with Richard Burton in this really good astrology book on Neptune by Liz Green. Liz was Pisces, Richard Burton, a man she considered a soulmate. He was a Scorpio. And I think Mike Todd was a Gemini or Cancer. Anyway, what I can tell is that the two men, you know, of all her husbands, she was married to 7 different men 8 times. She's married to Burton twice. Of all her relationships, all her men, the 2 men she regarded as soulmates, Mike Todd and Richard Burton, those were men that she had the strongest mental affinity with. You know, they were able to talk. They had things in common. They understood each other. And so this partnership, This is two people who understand each other and you just work really well together. You finish each other's sentences. You probably experience mental telepathy on a regular basis. It's no big deal at this point. You meet up on the astral plane. You could be running a business together. You could have a YouTube channel together. You could write books together. I don't know. I'm just seeing partnership here. It's pretty obvious. I don't feel like you struggle with communication at all. And again, you could be manifesting this relationship, this partnership. But it could be that, oh, back to Liz Taylor. You had to go through some less than wonderful relationships to find each other, to find this optimal partnership. Where you just understand each other. You come from a similar place. You've done work on yourselves. You've manifested each other. It's been a long, hard road, but Caballo de Oro's Knight of Pentacles. I'm hearing Just Like Starting Over by John Lennon. El Diablo, the Devil. Look at the Espadas, Nine of Swords. Now, if you haven't manifested this partnership yet, and it doesn't have to be romantic, but that's really how I'm reading it. Collaboration, partnership, but there's also a marriage. You could own a business together. Anyway, if you have not manifested this yet, I can tell you from experience, research, observation, you cannot manifest anything worth having from this place. The Nine of Swords. Doubt, self-loathing, anxiety, depression, second-guessing yourself, just struggling with fear-based thinking. Most of us have been here. I've struggled all of my life with depression and anxiety. I've been on meds. I've been in therapy. Have not been in therapy or have not been on meds since 2011. My prescription always for the Nine of Swords. I'm not a licensed professional. I'm just flipping tarot cards, but it's like I told my ex-husband earlier, I have my honorary doctorate in psychology because I've been immersed in this since I was 9 years old, and I've seen all kinds of psychologists, therapists, psychiatrists, etc. I've written a few books. Anyway, the only prescription I know, because I don't advocate meds, I just don't. If that works for people, great. The meds never worked for me. And the sides made it not worth it. The only prescription I know, the only way out of the hell that is the Nine of Swords, is the Four of Swords. Retreat. Turning off the noise. I told my son earlier, I said, no TV today, no video games. You need a break from the noise. Binaural beats, meditation, getting out in nature, spiritual hygiene. There's such a focus in the world today, especially now at this time, on basic hygiene, washing your hands, etc., but there's not as much emphasis as there should be on spiritual hygiene. I did Limpia. I did an egg cleanse on myself last night. I did the Limpia egg cleanse on my son this morning. So lots of videos on Limpia, the egg cleanse. But self-care, you know, what do people in America or other places, what do they do when they're struggling with the noise, with addiction, with ennui, being stuck in Nine of Swords, feeling blocked? Well, they get on a plane and they go to Costa Rica and they hire a shaman to guide them through the ayahuasca experience. It's very common. You see all these Americans, for example, going to places like Costa Rica and Peru getting into plant medicine, because our answers for Nine of Swords in 21st century America, they're not really working. So back to the drawing board, back to the basics. You get an egg and you rub it all over your body, and then you crack the egg in a glass with water and you read the egg. You got tarot, you got runes, good old-fashioned meditation, just breathing in and breathing out. We complicate things in the 21st century. We complicate things with noise and technology. So if you have not manifested this, and if you're currently struggling with the Nine of Swords, go to the Four of Swords. Turn off the noise. This is partnership. Again, doesn't have to be romantic, doesn't have to be marriage. It could be a creative collaboration with a friend, with a colleague. But me being me, having Mercury and Pisces in the 7th house, I always go to romance, sex, relationships. But I'm seeing abundance here, but this is delayed gratification. It's not instant gratification. It's been a long, hard road for pile 4. So that's what I have. If that resonates, please let me know. And that does conclude this pick a card reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.